think we're good to go. The hub is live, Facebook is live, everything is live. And I'm trying some new camera angles, which I think are going to be good, although they may inhibit the commenting. So let's find out. If you're here, let me know, because it is the 19th of September, assuming you're watching this live, and it is session number 17 of the Creative Ignition journey that we are on. And tonight, mate, I love this session. This is where you realize that you have got far more to offer than you ever thought possible, and that there's a very beautiful, elegant process around how you can share that and how you can be rewarded as well. So if that's exciting, give me a hell yeah. Let me know you're here. I'm going to just fiddle with my presentation to make sure I've got it. Not that. I don't need that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. That's what I want. Ooh, let's. Now then, here's the test. Here's the test. Where's my little clicker thing? For all my preparation. Wonderful. I'm more organised than I realised. This is fantastic. Let's plug that in there. And let's kick the old slideshow off. Set up show. Browse by an individual window. There we go. All right. Luke is here. Kaylee is here. Miranda is here. The world is good. Let me do this from current slide. Perfect. All right, cool. So yeah, guys, Clint is here as well. This is amazing. Michelle. Who else? Luke. Oh, mate. So yeah, I am going to have to do something about this camera angle because I basically can't see you guys. So let us take this and we place it here like it's always been. So in the hub, if you see me looking down, that's because where the Facebook live stream is. Guys, let me know you can see me okay, you can hear me okay. All wide, all wide, all wide. What that also does with the camera is it lets me, then I can show you what's on screen as well, so that's good. How you been getting on? How have we been going? It's Wednesday. It's not Wednesday, it's Monday. What am I doing? Insane. I'm so excited for the week that I kind of get ahead of myself. So how are you doing? Let's just shimmy that forward a little bit. You're not looking quite so at my nose all the time. Here we go. We're good. We're good. Oh, the baby is awake. Baby's had a tough day today, I tell you. Lot of teething, lot of crying. Now, am I going to need to have the baby briefly? That's a big question. That is a possibility. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Oh, Michelle's even going like, good evening. Fantastic. So guys, let me know how you've been. For anyone who missed yesterday's session, were there any questions that have been coming up for you over the previous sessions that we can deal with? How was your last night's session? Values, what are your values? What are your top values? Bit of a surprise for me when I found that out. So, I don't know how it was for you guys. And as ever, we'll give people a little bit of time to arrive. Yeah, we'll give them about 2 more minutes, shall we? About 2 more minutes, and then we'll get into it. If you haven't got the workbook, it would be very useful to have the workbook. So I would suggest in those 2 minutes you pop over to the hub, which is creativeuprising.com/creative-ignition-hub, and grab the workbook from there. And yeah, it's all good. Of course, most of you guys are outstandingly studious and judicious, diligent. You've got it anyway. That's what I'm trying to say. What does judicious mean? Is that like capable of making good judgments? Like is that like another way of saying discerning or astute? Is that what judicious means? Look at me, English at university. That's what the best education and money can buy gets you. Ah, nice. Well, Clint, looks like you just did, dude. Yeah, serving others, pretty fucking powerful. So yeah, Clint, you and I, we both love words. See if you can tell us in a sentence that is no longer than 6 words. What's happened to make you like something has happened? In 10 words, go. All right, I reckon we are good to go. Good to go. So yeah, and also if you find that the Facebook feed is a bit fecked, here's what I'd recommend: have 2 tabs open, one with the hub, because I was chatting to Seb today, and he was saying that the hub feed is a bit better, probably because it's coming through YouTube, and YouTube's set up for video. Facebook's still learning the whole video thing. So yeah, stream it through the hub, but then you can have the live feed sitting in the Facebook, but you can just put the comments in. You don't have to necessarily open up the video to do the comments, I don't think. So, nice, fantastic, Clint. That's awesome. I mean, and Clint, you summed it up in just fantastic fashion there, which is from a mythic perspective, okay. And part of the news story is that we begin to understand the world not just in a kind of logical, rational way, but symbolically and mythically as well. And throughout, throughout kind of our day-to-day existence, we will come to points when we have a choice to make, and we can either choose to give or choose to get. I.e., we can choose to serve others, or we can choose self-service. And fundamentally, I believe when you boil it down, that is, and there's some ancient teachings you can check out called the Law of One, which would back this up, which is that is the fundamental choice of the universe, because it is the choice between love and fear. To serve others is to love, is to trust that if you take the choice to serve this other person or these other people, you will be served in return. But it's a leap of faith. It is trusting. And so it is love in action. Whereas to fear is to say, no, I need to make sure that I take care of myself. And, look at what I'm doing there. You're fundamentally closing yourself off, I believe, from the most powerful flow and source of energy in the universe. So, Clint, awesome for sharing. I hope you'll keep stepping out and giving. So let's do this. Let us do this. At some point throughout the session, it's possible I may fart. When you kind of feel you've got one brewing and you don't want to there's no one here, but still I'm conditioned to kind of, I feel like I'm with you guys. I don't want to let it out. But that may happen. So, just putting it out there. So tonight's session, we are talking about the product pyramid. You're like, what the hell does that mean? I haven't got any products. Cool. Well, we're going to create some over this session, right? But fundamentally, products is about how you create assets from the main asset. Now, what's the main asset? You, of course, right? Or me. So say, I'm the asset. I am the asset. If you've got your partner or your parents next to you or whoever's with you, like, the hell are you doing? I am the asset. You are the asset, okay? And so what we do when we develop products is we find ways to create assets from our main asset. So, let's have a think. I guess you could say that Apple's main asset actually is the, OS X, or what is it? The Apple operating system, right? Microsoft's main asset is Windows. And from that, it has a suite of other assets like Word, Office, etc., that are built to leverage and enhance the main asset, right? So you are the main asset, and products help us to create further assets from that main asset, okay? And what products allow us to do is to scale our income and impact, okay? To scale our income and impact. Cam, how are you? Very good to see you, brother. Cam, sorry that email took so long to arrive. Motherfucking Gmail. I literally sent it twice and it got stuck in my outbox twice, so forgive me. Big up to Cam for reaching out and saying, hey, George, I'm working on this. Could you check it out? That offer is open to every single one of you on this journey. If you've got questions about whatever you're developing, whatever's bubbling for you, and you'd like some feedback, either post it up in the group or ping it over to me, and we can take it forward. Okay. So yeah, why do products let you scale your income and impact? And let me just explain what I mean by that. That is, so that you can make more of an impact and make more income from the same level of output. So, for example, look, some of you will have read my book. Michelle has got 10 books, okay? And every single one of those could be bought by anybody, anywhere around the world, okay? So that means that because Michelle has created a product from her main asset. She's created another asset, aka a book, from her main asset, which is herself. That now scales her income and impact. So someone in Australia or New Zealand or Mongolia can read her book and be profoundly touched by it. And chances are if they read her book, they will be profoundly touched by it. Okay. And she's getting paid by that person in Mongolia. Okay. So she can scale, as in expand her income and her impact. Okay. So that is why, you know, products are so important. And particularly if you're someone artistic, and I say this because it was something that I really went through myself. I was like, products, that's a dirty word. It's a dirty corporate greedy word. Yeah. You know, I don't want products. I'm an artist. And, you know, at the time I was doing music, poems, you know, look, my book of poetry, that is a product, whether I like it or not. The CDs I was helping people to create, they are products. Okay. And product simply means, you know, here's the definition of product: that you have created and packaged up something of value, something of value. And if you want to go even deeper into it, and this is something that I passionately believe, okay? Some of you may have come across an author called Khalil Gibran, or Gibran, I never know how to say it, wrote a book called The Prophet. If you haven't read it, read it. Very short, one of the greatest books ever, okay? And in it, he muses on a number of topics like love, marriage, work. And the work, you know, one of the things he says about work is particularly powerful. He says, your work is love made manifest. And, you know, so your work is the products you create. And therefore your products are love made manifest. They are the love that you have, and they are the way that you bring that love into the world and let other people experience that love. Okay. That love, which is uniquely yours. And so when we're talking about products, you know, that is on the really core level. That's what we're talking about. Ways other people can experience the love you want to share with the world. Okay. And another major thing about this is that other people probably won't go into this level of it, right? Other people will be like, get it out there, earn some cash off it. Great, that's important, right? But here is the thing. It's got to be aligned energetically. That's why we talk about love. And when you create a product, and we're going to come back to this at the end of the session, but when you create a product, have you ever given someone a gift and you know it's a gift they're going to love? You're there going, open it, open it, open it, open it, right? And you maybe even dance like this, right, as well. That is the level of excitement you should have about the products you create and about the impact they're going to make on your supporters, okay? So that is what we mean when we say product, okay? It is the way you've packaged up a gift that you want to share with the world. It is the way the world experiences your love. And it should be something you are so excited about. You're like, open it, okay? So before we dive into the exercise, and the exercise is the product pyramid in the workbook. If you've just got paper and pen, I'll talk you through it, don't worry. Karen, how are you? Big up, Karen. It's good to have you with us. Consistency, here she is again, legendary, okay? I want to just speak a bit before we dive into the exercise about the landscape in which your products are going to be out there, right? So what's the landscape you're putting your products out there in? First of all, a bit about personal branding. Ultimately, if the asset is you, what we are creating is assets based around you, the person. So we are creating a personal brand of which all of these different products help people get to know and to get excited about and to love and to support the personal brand, which is you, okay? And even if you want to have a company, I would say 99 times out of 100 these days, you're still going to have to be building a personal brand as well. Because more than anything else, because of the social media world, the instantly connected world, we want to be able to connect with a person rather than a brand. So have a brand, yes, but also build that personal brand. So Richard Branson, Virgin, you know, think what you like about the guy, but he's a very, very kind of clear model of how that works. Everyone knows Virgin, but also everyone knows who Richard Branson is, okay? And they know the two are connected, okay? So the world is definitely shifting towards a real emphasis on the importance of personal branding. So I want to get that in there for you guys. I said in one of the earlier videos, it doesn't have to be original. So whatever your thing is, you know, there's loads of CDs out there. There's loads of books out there. Cool. Get your book out there. Get your CD out there, okay? Doesn't have to be original. It does have to be you. That's why we talk about love, and we talk about you being so excited when you share it. It doesn't have to be original. It has to be you, though. Couple of other things. One is called the free line, and we're going to speak a bit about this when we kind of break down and actually do the exercise. But people expect stuff for free these days. So, and that's why in one of the earlier videos I said, like on creativity, entitled, don't get shy at all. Okay, just because you've created it doesn't mean you're entitled to earn from it. Okay, in fact, very often the most powerful thing you can do is to give away something that is very valuable for free, because that is going to do one massively important thing when it comes to products, which is that your products should be one of the most kind of consistent and potent ways in which you build a tribe. You build a tribe who love what you do. And you know, I can't remember which video it was in, which session, but we said these days you only need 1,000, 2,000 people who are willing to spend, you know, 40 or 50 quid with you, and you have got an okay living. You can live and probably thrive on 40 to 50 grand. Okay, so your job is to build that tribe of people who love what you do, and your products. And the way you do this with your products is by letting your products express as well as you will be expressing. Yes, you're the personal brand, but letting your products express who you are, what you stand for, what your values are. So remember, we did the values, we did the why, what, how. Your products help you to express all of that in the world, so that the people who love those values, who align with those values, who also have those same core beliefs can go, yes, Cam, yes, Luke, yes, Michelle, Karen. These are the people I want to work with. I want them to support me. I want them to help me because, you know, I'm aligned with their values. Okay. So that's what your products do, is they let people know what you stand for, what you value. Okay. Cool. Let me just check some comments. So Karen's on her phone. Good. Miracle of technology. At least you can still connect with us. So awesome. So let's do this. Let's get into it. The product pyramid is a way of step by step taking your supporters on a journey where those who really want to be a part of your movement, your tribe, and who really want to be served by you, who want you to be the one who helps them. It's a way to allow them to kind of continually grow with you, to invest in you, and to become a part of what you do. Okay. So I'm just going to switch over to the presentation on the computer, and I'll share that with the Facebook in a moment. Where are we? There we are. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think 6 or 7, I can't remember how many I put in the workbook, stages. And I want you to think of it as if you are dating, okay, as if you're dating. And you're courting, you're basically trying to win over a boy or girl. And what would be the stages of that process? Well, first of all, you would court with them, okay? You would court with them, which is you try and catch their eye, you try and impress them, you try and get them to come on a date with you, okay? So with the courting process, what that means from a product perspective is, think of that, that's like your free gifts. So it might be a free ebook you put out. It might be a free download, a free track that you could download. It might even be a free full album that you could download if you're a musician. If you're, say, someone like myself, the 3 videos that I put out before, inviting you on board Creative Ignition, those would be examples of courting products. I was letting you know what I stood for and what we were going to be doing, but also I was trying to add massive value in those videos. And I hope, the total ran to about, hour and 40 minutes in total of video. So I hope that was powerful. I was trying to serve as fully as I could. So you're courting products, and let me shift over. Here's some examples of what a courting product might be. Where's my thing? There we go. So your courting products might be infographics as well. They might be blog posts. They might be podcasts. They could be free videos, and they should do a number of things. They should be highly valuable, as in they should be, someone should go, wow, I can't believe they've given this away for free. Okay, that's the outcome you're wanting, is for them to go, wow, fair play to this person for giving away this much value, right? They should share your big ideas. So they should really let people know, hey, this is the tribe. Come and join Tribe Michelle. Come and join Tribe Kaylee, Tribe Karen, right? They should let people know what your stand for, what your big ideas is, you know. So, you know, if you've, you know, I'm just use Kaylee as an example, who's, you know, an amazing nail technician, right? So it could be, people might think, oh, I just bite my nails. I can't stop biting my nails. So one of Kaylee's big ideas might be, there is a system for stopping you bite your nails, okay? So Kaylee might choose to put out a series of blog posts that share her big ideas around helping people stop biting their nails. And hopefully, if she does her job well, that content, what she creates, is going to be very shareable. As in, other people have been like, oh, my cousin bites her nails. I'm going to share this Kaylee blog post for my cousin, right? So it should be highly valuable, should be sharing your big ideas, should be very shareable, and it should leave people curious. So if Kaylee does her job well with her blog post about nail biting, people will be like, oh, wow, you know, I've read about that, and, you know, I can do that, but I want to know more. You know, who's this person who's sharing this brilliant content, right? So it should leave people wanting to get to know you more. And if you think about this from a kind of relationships perspective, like boy and girl, whatever, if you're trying to court with someone, you know, what you do, you know, maybe you give them flowers, or maybe you say, hey, you know, I heard you talking about this band. I found this like original copy. I thought you might be interested. It should leave people being curious. Like, they should be like, hey, who's that guy? Who's that girl? I want to know a bit more. And if they want to know a bit more, what comes next? What comes next is dating. So we take them to the next stage of the product pyramid, which is dating. Okay. And at this stage, actually, well, time out. Before we do that, nice. So Cameron, great example, right? So before we do that, everybody right now, write down at least 2 courting products that you either have got created already, or you could create. Okay, or you could create. So Cam's just give an example, right? Cam runs a soccer academy. So his first session is always a free trial. So that, here's the thing, so that his players and parents can go, hey, we like this Cam. We'd like to take it a bit further. We'd like to go to the next stage, right? Or they can be like, no, I don't fancy Cameron at all. I don't fancy that academy. I'm going to go and look elsewhere, right? So he lets people to experience that for free. You know, something else that Cam could do, for example, is regardless of whether the person who comes to that first trial likes it or not, he could send them, you know, a free PDF report or a free series of videos saying, hey, whether you come back to my academy or not, listen, I just want you to be the best footballer and the best human being you can be. So here's these 3 videos. Check them out, and I wish you every success. If you want to know a bit more, then do get back in touch. Brilliant. So Michelle's got audiobooks, YouTube videos, blog posts. So Michelle, are your audiobooks, are they paid or are they free? Let me know that. Talking and writing. So Clint, how is talking? Are you doing a kind of podcast, or is that at your gigs? So let me know a bit what you mean by talking. And, you know, Clint, you know, for example, I know Clint runs in the town where I used to live. Clint's running an amazing hip hop night with a brother of mine called Luke. Another brother, got lots of brothers called Luke. And so, you know, one of Clint's courting products could be, hey guys, check out the video for our previous, from our previous nights. Check out this scratch DJ we had, or check out this one performance. So little snippets of the previous nights that get people interested, going, oh, I'd like to know more. I quite fancy this hip hop night. I want to know more. I'm going to go to the next one, right? So cool. Good. Free download and exchange for email address. Good. Perfect. All right. Okay, nice. If we're going to I'd have to register for EU VAT. Yeah, good old tax man. Cool. So Michelle's brought up a nice little thing there. I spoke about the free line, which is that people expect stuff for free, and where previously they might have expected to just get, like, you know, maybe the first chapter of an audiobook for free. Now they kind of, you know, they might expect the whole audiobook for free. But here's what Michelle is doing well, because we start to shift from courting products to dating products, right? And dating products is where they're going to pay some money. Or they're going to pay some kind of price. So that could be like the very lowest level of your dating products will be, like Michelle just put there. So I suggest, Michelle, that might be a kind of, that's a courting stroke dating product where you're getting their email address, right? Because they're also giving you something. So if you go on a date, boy and girl, you might buy the dinner, but you'd expect them to turn up and be good company, right? That's kind of the unspoken deal in a date, right? So at the same time as they are investing in you, you are investing in them as well, okay? So the very minimum for a dating product you would expect is some kind of contact details. Say, email address, phone number, so that you can hopefully arrange more dates with them, right? And dates is a paid product. So it could be a CD. In Clint's example, people attending his night, paying to come to his hip hop night, would be a perfect example of a dating product, okay? Okay, so I'm just reading this comment from Tiffany. Start a YouTube channel, cool. So, fantastic, Tiffany. You got, there's a load of stuff there. Let me get gander again. Poetry. Wow, so that's a good amount of products. Good amount of products. I'm loving that. Wow. Cool. So, and here's the thing. So Tiffany is at a point where from what I'm reading there, Tiffany's got a lot of what could be courting products, a lot of already what could be dating products. And now it's just a question of going out there and going, hey, come and check me out. So let's do this. Let's do this, Tiffany. We're on this. The community's seen your pledge to crack on and get these things out there. We're here to support you as well. Okay. So guys, everyone write down at least one or two dating products, and do feel free to post them up as well in the comments. That is something which people are going to pay for. So, this Creative Ignition journey is a dating product from, the Creative Uprising kind of ecosystem that I have, and would love you guys to be a part of helping me create and flesh out and develop. My Creative Uprising book, I've got a copy of it here, so I can use that. So this is definitely a dating product. There are times when I use it as a courting product, but generally that will be either the audio book or the ebook. A lot of my what have I got? I've got a spoken word CD. I've got a little memory stick that's got a load of little kind of mini courses on as well. So all of those are dating products. Good online classes, Oracle cards. Good. So Michelle's got this stuff locked down. I don't, Michelle could even throw in there as well. Maybe that might be getting more into the next stage. We'll see. So let me give you highlights of some mating products. Dating. Here we go. Yeah. So dating. The price range for a dating product is between £10 and £100. Between £10 and £100. Okay, and it should be quite small, simple thing, but it should create a big wow. That's a definite thing. It should create a wow. It should build deep trust. So, if someone does an online course with Michelle or an Oracle card, they're like, hey, this person really is, got my best interest at heart. So they begin to really develop a deep trust with Michelle, right? As we said, it should give some contact info. There should be an exchange of contact details so that you can develop the relationship further, okay? Or have the opportunity to, okay? And it should be an easy first step. So, in Michelle's example there, her courting products as an audiobook and blog posts in which she mentions her books. So, right, an easy first step is to go, cool, I've read this blog post about this book. It sounds awesome. I'm going to go and buy it, right? So it's an easy first step that also creates a wow, okay? So some examples, albums, books. If you're an artist, it could be a print. You can let people, even print off a high resolution copy of something. It could be a piece of software. It could be, membership to a tribe. So, it could be that, I could have set this whole Creative Uprising movement up, and I could have charged people to become members. I could have said, hey, once you pay your money, you get to be a member. I could have done that. That's a good kind of dating product as well. It could be a short little mini course. So it could be something like, for example, say Michelle put together 3 videos that were actually quite, fairly valuable, say like 90 minutes to 2 hours. So kind of between 6 and 10 hours of kind of course content. I think you could probably charge, between £10 and £100 for that. That's a fair enough little dating product. Quite a good dating product as well. Nice. Cool. So Cam's got some great stuff there. 6-a-side stuff. Book start at 99p. Yeah, that is a very easy step. Very easy step. Cool. So great. I hope that makes sense with the dating product. So you've courted them. You've given them lots of free gifts. They're like, hey, I want to take this further. The next stage, you go on a date, right? Which is they pay some money. Okay, they pay some money. I'm just going to go back to the product pyramid. Here we go. So the next stage is mating. So once you've dated for a few times, and hopefully there'll be a few dates. They might buy your book. They might buy your CD. You know, if you go on a date, you might, well, I don't know about, these days with Tinder, who knows, but I'm not into that whole world. But, you go on a date, maybe you go on a couple more dates, right? And then you decide, hey, this person, I really like this person. They are attractive both physically and spiritually. And, I want to get closer, shall we say. So the next stage is mating, right? And this is where the person, your supporter, has decided that you are the person they want to satisfy their needs. And so look, I choose my words deliberately. Bit of humor, right? Of course, you're going to satisfy your supporters at the mating stage. But listen, there's a very kind of serious point in this kind of jokey language, which is after they've, said, hey, I'm going to buy your CD, I'll buy your book, maybe this video course. They're saying, Cam, Michelle, Karen, Tiffany, Luke, Clint, who else on the Kaylee, Liam. I think you are the person out of the 7 billion people on this planet who can help me the most. And so with a mating product, what you're doing is there is a very real pain or problem that your tribe, your supporter has, and you solve it for them. Not in a kind of great elongated way. It's like, imagine they got a really bad headache and you knew that headache was because of stress. Well, actually at this point, the mating stage product is you give them a headache pill. Let's deal with the headache now, and then we can deal with the underlying stress issues later. But so this is like you deal with their immediate pain because you're honored that they've chosen you as the one who, they want you to satisfy their needs. For needs, just read problems, pain, okay? Some mating products. So the price range for mating products would be between £100 and £99, okay? Sorry, between £100 and £999. So when Creative Ignition is all polished up with bells and whistles, and I then use kind of all the various marketing machines to get it out to a wider world so that it can fund international play day and it can fund the setting up of further awesome stuff for the movement. That's going to be a mating product. It's going to be around £150. It's going to be a serious bargain for that. And so here's what it should deliver. A powerful result, like we've just said. It should take care of a powerful pain that they have. It should be a quick win. So it's a headache pill. It's not a stress management course, right? It should enlist further supporters as well. So it should solve the problem so well that your friends start talking about you, your supporter starts talking about you. So imagine this from a kind of relationship perspective. I'm going to kind of go for the girls option here, right? So, the girl has, mated with the man, and she goes to the coffee shop with her mates the next day and goes, oh, it was wonderful. And he was so caring. He fed me strawberries afterwards. We cuddled. All her girlfriends are like, oh, right? So, I hope in that ridiculously stereotypical, apologies if a little bit sexist example, you can see that. So those other girlfriends are like, wow, what a cool guy, what a great guy, right? So in that way, they're enlisting further supporters. That your mating product is enlisting further supporters. It should be like, brilliant headache pill, solve my headache, go to this person, he can solve your headaches, right? And here's the thing it should also do. It should give a glimpse of the true power, the true brilliance that you can offer to your supporter. So it's a quick win for your supporter of a very powerful, very real need. But it's something goes, wow, if you can do that, in a moment, imagine what they can do, if I choose to invest a bit more with them, okay? Cool. So Michelle's saying, haven't really figured up mating and beyond. Well, Michelle, being real, right? Michelle also, not only has she written loads of books, she helps other independent authors publish their books. So Michelle, I'll be real with you right now. Your book services, they're your mating products. If not, your relationship products as well. You're good at what you do. You're brilliant. You know the whole system. Michelle spent 90 minutes talking with me about all the stuff I could do to improve my online profile around my book. Okay. So she knows her stuff. So Michelle, if you don't see them as a mating product, I'm guessing that maybe because you're not pricing them as a mating product. And the only reason you're not pricing them as a mating product is because you haven't yet priced them as a mating product, because they are for damn sure worth between 199 and 999 pounds. Okay. So little kind of loving, encouraging rant over, but you've for sure got mating products out there. And if you haven't, you're like, so here's the thing. Michelle writes like visionary fiction. Okay. So there, you know, Michelle, very simply off the top of my head, you could certainly run like an online, like 6-week introduction to visionary fiction course. Where, you know, could even be longer than that, where you maybe then offer kind of additional mentoring and support to get their, you know, to get them to the point where they've got their first ebook ready to go, or something like that, right? Something that's got a very powerful, quick win result. Like, hey, I'm interested in visionary fiction. Boom, I've worked with Michelle and I've got a freaking ebook out there. That is very, very valuable and very powerful. So something along those lines. So here's a few examples, and I hope this helps. I can see on the hub that my slides are a bit wonky, but that's all good. So mating products could be something like limited edition merchandise. So it could be, hey guys, you know, I'm going to use, let's use Clint for example, right? So say after a few years, Clint's hip hop night has gathered a real following, a real reputation. Clint could say, hey guys, we've got a limited edition product coming up, which is a DVD signed by all the artists who performed at Elements, of all the performances. Plus there's a load of bonuses. And what's more, if you buy this DVD pack, you get lifetime free entry to every single Elements night coming up for you and a friend. That's a fucking great offer, right? And, you know, for 250 quid, that's an absolute steal, right? For someone who loves their hip hop, okay? It could be something like a weekend live event. So yeah, Michelle, you know, over the course of a weekend, you could go from idea to, what would be the word, like from, yeah, so Michelle, you could go from plot to product. So have you got an idea for a book? Well, by the end of this weekend, it'll be fucking on Amazon, right? It could be a monthly membership scheme. So it could be, for £150 a month, Michelle I will work with you, one-to-one to make sure that over the course of 12 months, you've published 3 books, for example. And it could be a personalized gift as well. So, for example, one of the things I do is I write personalized gift poems for people. They're fucking amazing. They make people cry with joy. So look, I'm not fucking around here. Like, I know they're definitely worth, if not more than the £150 that I charge for them, because they're a unique once in a lifetime gift that I've not met anyone else who can do something like that. There's probably a few out there, but obviously I big myself up a bit. You've got to, you got to value what you do. So yeah, but no, seriously, they're awesome. And therefore also, I'm going to talk about this towards the end. I've got no problem saying, hey, this is how much they cost, because they're freaking good. So let me have a quick gander. There's seen quite a few comments coming in. Guys, that makes sense. Yes. So post up if you haven't, even if you haven't created it yet. What could you create that would be worth, between £100 and £999? And if you need an easy way to think about this, well, look, charge your time out at £25 an hour minimum, and then think, right, well, what would I be delivering for 12 hours? Okay, or what would take me 12 hours to deliver the result on? There's your mating product right there. Okay. So let me gander. Oh yeah, Jesus. Yes, I'm basically Tiffany. I'm meant to connect you with Michelle anyway. Michelle, Tiffany meet Michelle. Michelle meet Tiffany. Michelle's the nuts. Tiffany has got such amazing, I've read a load of her writing. It's fucking awesome. Let's make it happen. Cool. Oh, so Michelle, sorry, I want to create mating stuff for my own books, not for the publishing stuff. So brilliant, Michelle. So, you've now got some crazy super fans and stuff, right? So one of the things you could do is, literally just I made this up on the top of my head, but you could create, say, whether it's a brand new series or a spin-off, where actually your super fans and your patrons, they get to suggest what kind of character they might like to be in their book, and then obviously you run with it and the characters kind of take on a life of their own. But you literally create a series of books where those people who have supported you the most get to become the characters in the books. I've not seen anyone else doing anything like that, so maybe that would be something that I'd quite like that. I'd like to be a character in one of your books. So yeah, I see how that works. Cool, 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 cool. Nice, I'm loving this, loving this, loving this. Brilliant, good, good, good. I'd love to do ebook, personalized poems. Fantastic. Yeah, Clint, I actually want to have a chat with you about personalized poems as well, because having seen you mention that, let's do that. Good, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So let's crack on. So everyone, I hope, has got at least one mating product, something that is valued between 100 and 999 pounds. Cool, cool, cool. Let me just shimmy back to. So the next stage is relationship stage of the product pyramid, and this is where you basically deliver your kind of greatest value to the world in the way that kind of works best from an income and an impact point of view. So it's where it should be the way that you most love to kind of get your stuff out there and make a difference, and it should probably be the way that creates the biggest like wow for your supporters as well. So at this stage, if you think about it, your supporters, they've said, hey, not only are you the person who I want to solve my problems, to satisfy my needs, but I want you to do it on an ongoing basis. That's what being in a relationship is, right? You're relating together for, you're living together essentially, or maybe not living together, but you're seeing each other regularly, right? So here you are serving your supporters on an ongoing basis, okay? And this should really be the product that gets people talking about you, that lets people know this person is just amazing. Your supporters, when they encounter your relationship product, should feel lucky to have come across you. Should be like it's almost like you're the best kept secret that they can't keep a secret. It's like, fuck, Michelle is amazing. Like ever since I found her, just like my insights into my own life and like my ability to connect with my higher selves and my angels just gone through the roof. And all it is because I've been on her kind of visionary fiction course, and it's just okay. So let me outline what is what are we looking for in a relationship product. Relationship product also from a business perspective, from an entrepreneurial perspective, is the really powerful one, because it should definitely be priced in excess of £1,000. Okay, in excess of £1,000. And if you're going, oh God, I've got nothing that could be worth that. That's simply a reflection of how you value yourself, not right now, not a reflection of the value you actually have. And sorry if that sounds a bit harsh, but it's true. It's like said with fierce love and absolute certainty. There is nobody in this group, whether they're watching right now or not, who does not have a way of adding £1,000 worth of value to the world. So just that's a fact. Okay. So what should your relationship product do? It should create advocates. That means it should create raving supporters who go, come and check out this. It's freaking awesome. Okay. They want to go and get their friends on board. Okay. It should be a unique solution to a very real pain that the person is having. So, Michelle, I know you want to kind of create stuff for your own books as well, but from a kind of publishing perspective, helping someone go from I've got an idea for a book, or I've been sitting on this book and I've just not been able to kind of get it out there, to in 3 months they've got a book on Amazon. You have solved a very real pain for them. Okay. And as a result, it should be your flagship offering. It should be the thing that you are well known for as well. So I'm trying to think what else. So Clint, for example, here. So Clint, I believe that actually, Clint, you have got something that could be super powerful in terms of helping creative people who are passionate about making a difference, to wrestle with their own demons, to actually overcome their own limiting beliefs and fears because of the passion and commitment I see you have towards doing those same things. And so really take this on board, is that very often your relationship product will be perhaps the most powerful lesson and expertise you have taken from your greatest challenges. Okay. That can very often be a way of going, well, what could my thing be? Well, what's been your hardest freaking thing that's now the thing you're most valuable, you're most grateful for? So what was the thing that you really struggled to overcome, but now you've overcome it, it allows you to do this, and this. Okay. That can be a great way to get a sense of what your relationship product might be. So some examples. If you're an artist, it could be a commissioned piece of artwork. Okay. If you're, you know, for example, so yeah, Michelle, here's one thing, you know, as a relationship product, you could have like the, you know, the, what would be the best word? For want of a better word, I'm sure there's a better one, but you could have the Earth Angel Training Academy facilitator accreditation, right? Which is where you train someone up in angel cards, in helping people to actually create their own decks, in giving lectures about what Earth Angels are all about, and helping people to use the characters from the books to explore their own stuff and make personal transformations. And it's all kind of put together into an accreditation so that they become an accredited, you know, lecturer or facilitator for the Earth Angel Training Academy, which is, you know, the whole of all the things you can do. Definitely, that is worth, you know, well in excess of £1,000, because you're essentially providing someone with a means to go out and make the world a better place, to earn from making the world a better place. Okay, it could be a software solution, so it could be that you've created, you know, so Cam, for example, you know, perhaps you've created a unique piece of software that helps either corporations or sports clubs to track their player or staff performance. And therefore, yes, that's definitely worth £1,000 because they're going to up their game. Okay. It could also be a 6 to 12 month course, depending on how much kind of time you want to give them. So yeah, you know, certainly, you know, I've offered mentoring where, you know, I'll work with someone for 6 months, and, you know, I think usually I charge about £1,200, sometimes a bit more, depending on how much kind of one-to-one time or, you know, I'm going to give them. So yeah, let me see some questions. I need to build my relationship products. Yeah, absolutely. So Cam, definitely, having seen your vision, I think when you get your core offering, your like flagship, this is what I'm going to be known for product, a lot of other things will fall into place. So I hope that some of the kind of things like, you know, what's the thing that you really, and also what's unique about you? What gets people talking about you already? Well, you know, build a product around that, because that's the thing that you do brilliantly. Okay. Cool. So I hope that's useful. Let me see. So yeah, I mean, you know, just seeing Karen's there saying, so Karen, relationship product for yourself. Certainly I would think for, you know, perhaps, you know, you could offer a package to other care homes based on the testimonials you've got from the current care home you work in, where you go out and say to kind of, you know, Restwell Care Home down the road, say, hey, Restwell Care Home, I've got this package of, you know, what's it, touch therapy? I can't remember exactly what the thing you said it is, but, you know, I've got this package of resident well-being and, you know, joyfulness that has had these results, and it's £1,000 a year, and for that you get okay. And so then, Karen, all you would need to have is, you know, 30 care homes that are willing to pay you £1,000 a year, and you've got a very useful income. Okay. So guys, does this make sense? Please pop down a relationship product, whether you put it down or just some ideas about what you think your relationship product could involve. And again, you know, if you're thinking, oh my God, I can never charge that much. Well, listen, if your relationship product took you 5 hours a week for a year, that's 250 hours at £25 an hour. I can't even do the maths right now, but it's well in excess of £1,000. Okay. Okay, cool, nice. So yeah, Michelle, I think if you want time to write, there's going to be a trade-off whereby, I mean, actually, you could have a number of mating products that, you know, so rather than just having, you know, worrying about whether you've got relationship products, if you could have 3 or 4 mating products that were, you know, to the tune of, you know, 350 quid each or something, well, 4 or 5 of them per month, then that's going to start to give you, you know, it's going to take a big step towards giving you the time to write. So that's where something like an online, you know, Earth Angel, you've already got one of those in the Earth Angel Training Academy. How could you expand that? How could you bring in other elements to that? That will allow you to actually, and here's the thing, the big thing about products, guys, as well, is that it's not about, you know, people say products help you make money while you sleep. Yes, that is true. And they help you make a difference, and they help you get your profile out there while you sleep as well. particularly if they're online. Obviously, this is, we're talking online here. So yeah, Michelle, if you want time to write, you'll need to be able to make sure your value can be out there in a way that you're not tied to it super, in a kind of very time-consuming way. And so some form of online offerings obviously would fit that criteria. Cool. So that's your relationship product, and I'm aware the time is getting on. So I'll just ping through the other stages to give you a sense of it, and I'd invite you as kind of to kind of flesh out the full product pyramid. Okay. So the next stage is you're living together. That is where you're in a relationship and you've actually now moved in together. Okay. And so, for this, you'll be charging between £5,000 and £25,000. It should be something exclusive. So maybe you're only working with 5 people a year on it, or 10 people a year. Highly personal. So they get one-to-one access at a lot. Should offer a huge transformation. So you basically guarantee to take them from this place to this place, which is like beyond their wildest dreams. And you need to be able to guarantee that. So not only are you solving their pain, at this stage, you are amplifying their gain. So if they've worked with you at the mating level, at the relationship level, you've taken care of a lot of their pain. Now, because they've worked with you, they should be in a position to go, right, I'm ready to go and go nuts. And so you help them to amplify their gain. So it could be a done-for-you service where, for example, say, Michelle, it could be like you write about, like just spring off the top of my head. I wonder. I know that my friend Tammy Kling in America, her company's called On Fire Books, and she gets paid silly amounts of money to write big CEO and execs books. But it strikes me that perhaps there's, a mum sat at home who would love to have her own visionary fiction book, and she's got the ideas, but she just hasn't got the time or the self-belief to do it. So you could say, cool, well, I'll be your co-author. And, say for £5,000, I'll write it and I'll expect a co-author credit. For £10,000, I'll write it and you can just have all the credit. So, I wonder, you'd still be writing there. And it might be that, I don't know, that just is coming. It could be technology. So let me think of this. Something like Sage Accounting, right? I don't know how much you pay for Sage Accounting, but basically that's putting accountants out of business. So that is a game-changing technology. If you can help someone take care of their entire accounting for the rest of their business's life, that's definitely worth £5,000, right? It could be like a 12-month mentoring where every month they get one-on-one calls with you and email support, and they get to attend all of your live courses and your online courses. Yeah, Michelle. So yeah, ghostwriter, exactly. That's kind of what I mean. Just didn't have the right language for it. Or it could be like a franchise offering. So Cam, this is a big one for you. So Cam, with your football academy, you could say, hey guys, the SOAR Football Academy, we are now ready to take on franchise partners in these cities, Perth, Melbourne, Sydney. And in order to be a franchise member, it's going to cost you 10 grand as a franchise fee, and then but you're going to get ongoing support too. Okay. And again, so Karen, again, that could be something for yourself as well. If you prove with your relationship product, going out to the care homes and saying, this is my package for in excess of £1,000. If you prove that within your locality, that's a viable model, then you could say to people in Scotland, hey, take on the Karen Wellness Program for care homes. It's a £5,000 franchise fee, but here's what the profit margins look like. Here's the amazing impact you can make, and here's the support you'll get. Okay. So yeah, I hope that's clear. All right. So sorry. Yeah. I'm just seeing some comments. A writing retreat. Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends how long that writing retreat was, and how much bells and whistles it had as well. So, but yeah, probably a mating. But guys, what I love is the interaction, the throwing out of ideas, because I hope you're all going to be leaving this evening. My intention is you will all leave with at least one product on your product pyramid up to relationship, and including relationship as well. Okay, awesome ideas. And guys, if you're struggling, then definitely give me a shout, whether on Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, call, whatever, email, and let's make sure we kind of get one fleshed out for you, because once you've got this, suddenly you've got a map to go, right, or you've got a kind of journey, like, right, let me get these quarterly products sorted. Let me be working on my relationship products. Maybe I'm going to need to kind of connect with this person or whatever. So again, another thing to think about with your higher level products is who could you work with to help you get to that value. So Cam, for example, could you work with I don't know, like a fitness trainer, for example, to have a kind of complete health and fitness program that incorporates, readiness for being match fit, ready for football. Okay, cool. Anything else? Have I got? Is there another stage? Yeah. So then the final stage that I think is worth considering is being engaged, which is where you're literally not just living together, you're engaged, and that's where the pricing, you share some of the risk, they share some of the risk, and you both share the rewards. So it's going to be a joint venture. It's going to be a triple win where you win, they win, and your customers win. It should be a synergetic partnership, which is where you do more together than you could as individuals. And it should be something revolutionary. It should be game changing. So there's a few examples. BP, garages, and M&S, really good example of an engaged product, which is, I now look for BP garages because I know I'm going to get better food than the shit that's served in Shell and Texaco or whatever, right? Facebook and Instagram, great example of an engaged product. Facebook, there's a lot of photos shared on there, but it's not purely photos. Instagram, purely photos, exploded. Instagram is now the fastest growing social network, certainly the most actively engaged with social network. Facebook, if it was a country, would be probably the third biggest country in the world right now. Crazy, right? So yeah, some really good examples. Sweet. I appreciate I've rattled through those kind of last two higher level products. So definitely come back and check them out again if you're kind of struggling to keep up. But I wanted to just make sure we got it all in. And I gave some time. If you're still here, listen, I'm not going to go anywhere if you've got questions. So at this stage, throw out some questions. I'm going to have a look at the comments. I'm also going to just stop sharing my screen here. So I'm back on the hub as well. Let me check out some comments. Cool. All right, nice. So yeah, Cam, sounds like a football centre you want to build. Good. So yeah, guys, any questions, anything like, I'm not quite so sure about relationship products. What did you quite mean by that? Remind me about that. And guys, definitely check out the hub as well. If you want to check out the recording on the hub, because it will have all the slides where I break down all the things that, actually I can, hang on, I can just show you, can't I? Maybe I should have done this, but it's all good. So yeah, check out the hub. I'm going to start sharing my screen again. So on the hub recording, you will see, where is it? Change the camera angle there. So you'll see all the various products and how breaking down. So what the desired outcomes are, what the price point should be. Major products are there. So yeah, some examples, the desired outcomes. Okay, so definitely if you want to kind of go back to this, check out because that's where it'll be, and you can see it all there. Good, fantastic, Cam. Glad you enjoyed it. And yeah, so Cam, I've pinged you over the email now. Check out that that framework that I've given you as well, because it really could be powerful for what you're trying to build. Any other questions? Any other questions? Well, I'm sticking with it. Good work, particularly Michelle. I know you need to go to bed, so well done. Stop sharing my screen there. Cool. So fantastic. Hub recording. I'm going to say good night. I'm going to carry on if there's any. Oh no, because if there's any questions, you guys want to hear the questions as well. And what's the hub URL again? The hub URL is creativeuprising.com/creative-ignition-hub. And I'll post it up in the comments to this Facebook Live video as well. All right, fantastic. So Cam bringing his family into it. It's just growing. And guys, I don't believe any of this is, you never do this alone. So definitely the more people you speak with about what you're trying to bring into the world, none of us is smarter than all of us. So definitely source all of this. Cool, will do, Clint. Good. Oh, I feel more awake now. Well, sorry, Michelle, you can kind of, go to bed and dream of the awesome mating and relationship products you're going to create. And I mean, Michelle, it occurs to me now, it might be worth reaching out to Tammy and saying, hey, you know, seeing if she wanted to open another branch of her business, which rather than writing kind of autobiographies, in addition to writing autobiographies for wealthy wealthy CEOs or whatever, she could also perhaps open up a visionary fiction arm, so that, you know, other of her rich clients who've always had a dream to do something could work with you to get their visionary fiction book out there, perhaps, and be paid very well to do it as well. That's the other thing. Cool. Brilliant, Tiffany. By being here, you are contributing. It is wonderful. So yeah, fantastic. Thank you for your energy. And Tiffany, we all made a transcendent commitment. So Cam has not been drinking any sodas. Clint, I hope you haven't either. Lots of water. My commitment is 15 minutes of exercise every day. So Tiffany, definitely commit to one tiny thing. For the rest of the period, like, what is it? We've got 12, 15 days left. I can't even think. You know, one thing, could you get your YouTube thing sorted? Make that one commitment, so that, you know, we keep the momentum of practical action going as well. None at all, no chocolate for Cam as well. Good, fantastic. Guys, you are awesome. It is an absolute blessing to be with you, to be sharing this journey. Do hit me up on the email, phone, messenger, if you've got any questions, anything you kind of need further clarification on. And I cannot wait to serve you tomorrow. What is happening tomorrow? Oh yeah, cool. So nice. So what we now start to shift from is, and definitely if you can, do get at least one product in there for each of your kind of levels up to relationship, because tomorrow we're going to start to look at how we start to share our messages with the world in ways that can link back to the products we've got as well. Okay. So tomorrow the session is called Messages That Move. So it's about how you can really stir and inspire your tribe, and also captivate new tribe members to go, hey, this is the person I want to be working with. Oh, look at these courting products. Oh, look at these dating products. Let's go on a date. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Okay. Fantastic. We'll do, let you all know. Good. Fantastic. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, everyone. Lots of love, and I will see you tomorrow.